Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
So, why are Todd and Julie Chrisley in jail? You know them from the reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best, where they portrayed themselves as a wealthy, over-the-top Southern family with a patriarch who controlled every detail of their lives. The simple answer for why they're in federal prison is bank fraud and tax evasion, but the story is about a decade-long scheme to live a life they couldn't actually afford. Let's break it down. The whole thing really has two main parts. First, there was the bank fraud that happened before they were famous. From about 2007 to 2012, Todd and Julie went on a spree of lying to banks to get over $30 million in loans. They would submit fake documents, like forged bank statements and false financial records, to make it look like they were far wealthier than they actually were. Prosecutors said they would literally cut and paste numbers to create these fake documents. They used this money to fund an incredibly lavish lifestyle, buying luxury cars, designer clothes, and sprawling homes, all while racking up massive debt. When they couldn't pay the loans back, Todd Chrisley eventually filed for bankruptcy, walking away from about $20 million in debt. Then, the second part of the scheme began when their TV show took off. They started making millions of dollars from Chrisley Knows Best, but they didn't want to pay taxes on that income. So, they hatched a plan to hide the money from the IRS. They had their TV income funneled into a shell company they controlled called 7 Seas Productions. This company was technically in Julie's name, but they used it to hide millions from the government so they wouldn't have to pay federal income taxes for several years. The government also proved that Julie Chrisley submitted a fake credit report and false bank statements when trying to rent a home in California. So how did it all fall apart? A key figure was their former business partner, Mark Braddock, who eventually went to the FBI and became the government's star witness, detailing their entire scheme. In the end, a jury found them guilty on all counts, including conspiracy, bank fraud, wire fraud, and tax evasion. Todd was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison and Julie was sentenced to 7, though those sentences were later slightly reduced. Ultimately, the Chrisleys went to jail because they built their reality TV empire on a foundation of lies, using fraud to create a fantasy lifestyle and then using tax evasion to maintain it once the real money started coming in. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you understand the Chrisley case, please hit that like button. And for more deep dives into stories making the headlines, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing.